This video is brought to you by Molycam. So recently, this hype has been going about the Apple special event conducted on September 12th, 2018 at Steve Jobs Theater. So what exactly was announced in that special event? If you want to know, you're here at the right place. This is all that happened in the Apple keynote. Let's go. So obviously every year Apple is doing something revolutionary and useful for use in the common world. So this year is no exception, especially when it came to WWDC, Worldwide Developers Conference 2018. But recently this that all dealt with the software issues, but now not issues necessarily, updates. So you could say that. But hardware, new phones, new watches, new laptops, new computers, new iPads, all where you get here at this Apple special event. That was conducted on September 12th recently, and this is all you want to know about it, the special event. So let's get started. So first, before we go into the main topic, I just wanted to talk about the Apple Watch. So the Apple Watch is a really revolutionary device that has changed the way people keep their time. So it has become a very essential device for all Apple users. So Apple Watch. Apple claims that Apple Watch is the number one best watch, the best watch in the world, period. That's how Tim Cook said it, period, with a period. So let's see what are the new additions for the Apple Watch. Here are those. So every year Apple has promised something promising to the users. So this year is no exception, especially with the new Apple Watch Series 4. So that is a beautiful watch. What are all the features in the Apple Watch Series 4 to be noted? So here you go. So it has a larger display, almost 30% larger display compared to the previous Series 3. So it has 40 and 44 millimeter watch bands too, and it's comparatively larger. So next up, it has a re-engineered digital crown. So you all know that mechanical switch turner in a watch that's named the digital crown in Apple Watches, and that has been re-engineered so that every haptic feels like it's more precise than last year. So it has a proactive health monitor. What this does is it has a very accurate health and fitness tracking. So it tracks your yoga. If you do yoga also, it tracks you. That is not specifically for the Series 4, that's just better. That experience is just better in the Series 4. So the accelerometer and gyroscope, new ones in the Series 4, help detect falls, like falling down. So when you fall down, the Apple Watch Series 4 recognizes it and sends a message saying that you have taken a hard fall and you might want to contact your emergency contacts. And if you're immobile for 30 seconds or more, then it'll automatically send your location to the emergency contacts and those around you, and it'll call 911 or 108 or any other emergency service in your country or region. So Another thing is walkie-talkie, and it's better also in Series 4. It's not exclusive for S Series 4, but it's better. That comes in WatchOS 5. So WatchOS 5 is specifically designed for Series 4, and that has got many watch faces, like the Breathe app and many other. It has a 8 custom complications watch face. I'm not an Apple Watch user, so I don't know many, but the S4 chip in the new Series 4 watch is generally faster. Apple claims almost 50% more faster, 1.5 times faster than the Series 3 chip, S3. So larger display, digital crown, proactive health monitor, accelerometer and gyroscope, new range need, walkie-talkie, the S4 chip, and an electric heart monitor. That's what I wanted to say here. The best feature in the Series 4 is a electrocardiogram. It records your heart rate for 30 whole seconds and then tracks your sends the data over to your phone, and it instantly connects with your phone. That is magic in Apple's watches. And this ECG is the first portable electrocardiogram, may I say, dare I say, should I say, must I say, onto the iPhones. Of course, the leaks are true. So Apple announced 3 new iPhones, but before that is the sad news. So the good news is 3 new iPhones, good. The sad news is they discontinued many. They discontinued the SE, the 6S, the 6S Plus, and the iPhone 10. There is no second gen iPhone 10s. For one you get 3, that's these 3. So but matter of fact, these 3 new iPhones have the same design. At least 2 of them have the exact same design as the iPhone 10. RIP. So the iPhone XS, can't help but call it the XS. Okay, the iPhone XS, the iPhone XS Max, and the iPhone XR, which I really dig. So let's talk about the iPhone XS and the XS Max. So there's not a lot of differences between those both. That's just the screen size as far as it goes. There are many minor differences between both, but the only major difference is the screen size. So let's talk about the similarities and the difference between both. So the similarities are both have OLED screens, Super Retina displays. They come in gold, space gray, and silver finishes. They have advanced Face ID, so they have tweaked the older one a bit. So they both have IP68 water splash and dust resistance certification, and they've got the brand new A12 Bionic, still the same name. I don't know why they could have named it some other, like A12 Blockade or the A12 Ashish or whatever. So I'm just saying A13. Maybe you could rename it after me, Mini Blockade or whatever. So the second gen neural engine boosts the phone by a lot. So it's 50% higher performing in graphics. It's 8 core in the iPhone XS Max and 6 core in it's 6 core actually. Sorry, 2 high performance cores. 30% faster, 50% less battery consuming, and 4 high efficiency cores, 50% less battery consuming, same performance. So they have, when it comes to cameras, they have smart HDR, what they call smart HDR. HDR has been there for quite a bit, but smart HDR, you've not heard of that. 2 times more photos Now what HDR means, high dynamic range, takes a couple of photos, high exposure, low exposure, combines them beautifully, forms a very, very good photo with beautiful dynamic range. But this one, 2 times of that, good. And it also has got depth control. You can adjust, when you're taking portrait mode photos, you can adjust the depth of whatever photo you're taking. The backgrounds blur, so that is pretty cool. And the iPhone XS and XS Max have dual camera setups, so f1.8 for the wide angle and f2.4 for the telephoto lens, both 12 megapixel. Apple designed 6-element lens, pretty cool, and they both go up to 512 gigabytes of internal storage. Pretty awesome. I don't want to kiss my finger again. Okay. So let's go on to the next phone. Oh, and I forgot to mention the difference. The iPhone XS is 5.8 inches and the iPhone XS Max is 6.5 inches. That is huge. On to the next phone. So the one thing I like about the iPhone XR that it's different. It's completely different from these, not completely, but different from the iPhone XS and XS Max. Let's talk about the differences. So it has a LCD screen instead of an OLED screen, so you're going to have 326 pixels per inch, low resolution. You can't even watch 1080p. It maxes out at 720p, but that's okay. It's still it's an LCD and it's very different from the OLED ones. They had to name it different. Liquid Retina is what they call it. So 6.1 inches, aerospace grade aluminum finishes, comes in 6 colors, unlike the iPhone XS and XS Max. Kind of gives me the 5C vibes. Comes in black, white, coral blue, which I really love, product red, the same old good guy, and yellow, which is the most underrated because it's not nice. So that's it. It is IP67, water resistant, splash resistant, and dust resistant, and it maxes out at 256 GBs. So all the rest are same. It has the same A12 Bionic chip, second gen neural engine, second gen Face ID, smart HDR depth control, f1.8 wide angle, no telephoto camera for some reason, but that's okay. But this is because this is the budget phone starting at $749. There might be a review coming out about this in this channel, so stay tuned for that. All of that is me signing off from Mini Blockade. I think it's time for me to bid adieu. Thanks for being the one. Boom!
The all-screen Liquid Retina display is the most advanced LCD in a smartphone and the most color accurate in the industry. A new backlight design allows the display to extend into the radiused corners, enabling a larger LCD than ever before.